Alrighty, so here's our chicks. We're gonna do a little bit of treats. Let's see how they like these crickets here. Like I was saying earlier, we lost one of them chicks, so I'm trying to make sure these guys get ample nutrients. They're nearing pullock size. I mean, they're getting close here. Just maybe if another week or two in the brooder, hopefully they'll be able to get somewhere else. Go outside a little bit at least. This one over here is stretching. You see her stretching her leg? I don't know if you can see that. Alright, so I'm just gonna toss a couple crickets in there. Let them get those snacks. Hey guys. You like your cricket snacks? They're not even looking at them. They don't even know there's crickets in there. So this has been a fun process, having these chickens. Basically, we called the feed store, asked when they'd be in, waited a few weeks, woke up on the day that they came in, and I had this feeling that we should call them, and we realized that we were a day late, and they luckily had a few chicks left. So we got 6, and so now we have 5, and that's a pretty good number, so we're happy with that. As long as we don't lose any more, I think we'll be good. So yeah, like I said, that one I think was just sick from the get-go. It was sleeping all the time, and she was really lethargic. If you pick her up, she wouldn't try to run, you know. She was just a really sweet little one, and I was telling Jesse, you know, every time I go in there, I keep counting 5. And I keep thinking one's missing, or maybe one died. And he's like, that's weird, because there were 6 at the time. And then one day I come in, and one had passed, and I think it just wasn't meant to be here. It had some other journey to fulfill. So, you know, I'm a huge animal lover, and I often would catch myself crying over something like this, but it felt like that one just wasn't meant to be with us. So that happens though with your animals. I'm trying to get more used to the idea of animals not staying alive forever, especially because we're gonna eventually have cows or pigs or something. And you know, I was a vegetarian for like 23 years, so it's hard for me now, but I don't think there's a better way to get a food source. The more that I've learned about nutrition, especially in the world today with all the genetically modified foods, we're just more comfortable raising our own and knowing where it came from. We give these guys all organic feed. We give, you know, our dogs healthy food that doesn't have weird grains in it that are modified. We do a lot of whole food treats like meats and things. And then going forward with our other animals, we're gonna be organic and really do as much as we can, because that's how we like to eat anyway. So yeah, I think that ethically there's not a better way to raise an animal. Give it a good life and let it go out through that cycle, because that's how it's meant to be, and it's what humans are supposed to do. And if you know, the last 2 years I've been eating meat from the store, so I feel like a huge hypocrite. I should be raising my own my own meat if I want to eat them. So I think that's the way it should be, and that's what we're working towards. So these guys aren't gonna get eaten though. These are our layers, so we'll just be getting eggs from them. So I think I will take you guys out and show you the rest of what we've been working on today. We have some transplanting we've been doing to get a gate put up. We need to have a fence line so that we can keep the dogs out. So Cleo's really, really sweet, and Dozer's very, very young. We don't know how they're gonna do with chickens, and we're not willing to risk it. So we are just giving them a little puppy yard, and they're gonna have their own space. And then the chickens are gonna have their own space as well. So we'll go look at that. Say bye to the chickens. Bye guys. I think they found their crickets. I think they like them. So, come on puppies. I'm always putting my finger in the camera. Come on guys, let's go. Dozer, drop it. Always eating stuff he shouldn't eat. It's very frustrating. All right, so he literally tripped over his own foot, just so you guys know. If you hear him yelping in my videos, it's his own fault. I don't know. What's up with that guy? He yelps all the time. All right, so as you can see here, we have a 1/4 acre property, and it is broken off by a fence there, and it's partitioned off. We don't like that, so we're hoping to fix that, move that fence line back. But for now, we are just giving this whole area right here is going to the dogs, that whole section. And then on this side, all these posts here, I've moved all of our grapes in between so we can use the same fence line. And our dogs do not try to eat grapes. They don't like grapes. Hope Dozer doesn't like grapes. I know Cleo doesn't try, but they will be on the opposite side of the fence, and we'll do meshing if we need to, so that they're not pulling those off. But for the most part, I don't think it's going to be a problem, and if it were, we'd transplant them again. So here we've got all this done, and then we got this little guy just constantly chewing on things. Really frustrating. Dozer, no. Oh, I got that. Okay, that is sandpaper. So we had this property. There was a guy living on it before who was a collector, I would say, of items. He had a lot of stuff, a lot of tools. Nice enough guy, but it's been a huge mess to recover. And so it's really hard with the dogs. I mean, we just constantly have garbage. We're picking up glass. We're picking up, and we come out every day and check to make sure there's nothing else coming up or being blown up by the wind. But that's a hard thing when you're getting a new property. You know, if there's a structure on it and people were living there, there's a good chance that there's garbage in your yard and under your dirt. So every time we're transplanting or digging up, we still have a toilet in our yard. We just got a new toilet, and we need to take that to the dump. So I think I mentioned that in every video, but honestly, it's super embarrassing. So yeah, so we are hoping to have a very clean homestead here soon, so that none of our animals get hurt and our chickens aren't out there eating plastic. So yeah, I am gonna lock up the garage where the chickens are in this lovely brooder that Jesse made. I don't know if anybody really got to see the actual contraption here. He did a beautiful job making them a little thing. We went to Habitat for Humanity and got some an old window, not lead, luckily, an old window pane, and he installed a little handle and built a whole brooder for me. So right now he's working also on the coop, and we've been just rummaging for pallets that people lay out by the trash out here. It's kind of nice, as everybody knows that people like pallets, so our area is really good for that. It's a very industrial area. So he's working on that, and hopefully we'll have a video of that chicken coop here soon. So all right, thanks everybody. Like and subscribe, like the kids say today. Thank you.